with already 14 home runs on the season.
McClellan leads off the first. Ball on a strike. McLaren services one into center field, base hit.
McLaren has been extremely reliable this year.
Stetson, a win today would be their first over Florida since 2006. Garcia faces 0-1. Clocks this into right field. It's deep. Shoemaker watches it fly. A two-run blast from Garcia, and the Hatters are up 2-0.
Garcia takes this pitch that's elevated at her shoulders, even just drives it over Shoemaker's head in right field. That's
her first pitch, sent in the air left center field, playable for McClellan. And there's one down. Boy, that's a big sigh of relief if you're Caitlin. Sophomore, 5 home runs amongst the team's leaders. Went 0 for 4 last game against. It's inside at 64. Chumley had a solo bomb against Florida in the game at Stetson last year today on a 1-2. Lets that go by, evens the count.
Able to just get their barrel behind it.
Payoff pitch is flown in the air to shallow center. It'll be Camilla rather out at second base, makes the catch. Blast 2 up, 2 down. Great response from Oxley.
That's what you're going to see a lot out of. And Coach credits that huge jump to her confidence and the improvement that she's made in the.
5-time SEC Coach of the Year. 3-2 again. David takes ball 4. In the province of Ontario.
Went straight to 3-0, but before had a walk and a few hits. Being able to lay off pitches out of the zone and swing at, tag along.
There's a payoff to Foreman. Times this up to left center, but it hangs up for Cassidy McClellan. Zings this, left center field. Plenty of hang for Chumley. Has to track it down. Got caught in the wind. And there's
big out by Arnold. Wouldn't want to put anybody on base.
Shoemaker leads the SEC, third nationally in hits.
Like a horse. I mean, she's able to just get hits solely off of her muscle.
Needs a strike here, does Arnold. Instead, it's a 4-pitch walk to Shoemaker.
And I wouldn't be too mad about that, but then you look at who's behind her and a ton of power, even more home runs than Taylor Shoemaker.
Run career category, RBIs, is 5 away from 200. Another 2-strike pitch. Erickson rips one foul past Kendra Falby at first.
I probably just close my eyes and hope for the best at that point.
I tell you what, if there's any first base coach who can Kendra Falby. Gold Glover, true speedster when she was a Florida Gator.
She wanted no part of that.
Erickson smashes it playable into foul territory. English into the camera well. English is okay. Comes out with a smile.
At third base, tracking that ball down, extending her body through that camera well and just flailing over. I mean, I think the whole stadium held.
Really extended at bat here for Erickson. Payoff pitch. Erickson slings it through the right side for a base hit. Shoemaker will go from first to third. Runners on the corners. Stetson, 2-run blast in the away, half's the difference. Kendall Grover. Grover pops one, middle infield. Garcia waves for it, makes the catch. It's up to Kenley Cahalan to try and make something with 2 outs happen.
I'm really impressed by Arnold in the circle. We saw her walk Shoemaker, but
again on those ribby numbers as well. 2-1. Cahalan, slow roller to the circle. Arnold's got it. High throw is still in time, and that'll retire the side. Gators.
And Sparkman, with only 8 1/3 innings this year, going to come in and give a different look at 60s. Go to his drop in curve, but she will throw on both sides.
inning she pitched, gave up a big home run, also walked one batter, didn't give up any more damage. English will lead off. She went head over heels into the camera well at third earlier.
And that's somebody I want in my team. Going balls to the walls to get an out.
Choked up, it's 1-2. Out effort.
It was huge effort.
Florida had an infielder, I want to say it was in 2019, that made a similar play, also falling. Swing and a miss. Her first appearance in nearly a month. Allison Sparkman's got her first strikeout of the game.
Really big way to come out and get the first out of the inning.
First to Sinaraki, laced down the line. And Allison Sparkman has seen sparse innings throughout the course of the year. Ripped to short past Cahalan, tumbling into center field. Stetson's third hit already has a runner aboard.
He just looking for something in the zone. Outer half, left over the middle. All she's got to do is just get her barrel behind it, and she's.
A couple veterans in this outfield for Stetson. 4 years in this program, has hit 197 as a sophomore, 319 last year, mid-200s this year. 2-0.
Throughout their career, they get moved to the outfield more than maybe they'd like. With the discipline of the Hatters, they got to be able to move the ball through the zone because they're not necessarily swinging like that ball dance. I think she's going to be in good shape.
2-1. McLaren taps one fair up at third, tags for one, throw to first.
Get the runner at first out.
Arianes Garcia had the 2-run blast to put Stetson up.
And drives this over the fence.
Does it again, this time through the right side. Wave at third, late red light.
A huge hit.
Edmiston rakes one to second. Comia goes the short way. And Sparkman evades the jam. 1-0. Ripped in the air. Center field. Walker's just short of the wall. Program identity has really leaned into that on the offensive side.
It happened good when she's ahead in the count.
It's 2-2. She got her on the outer half. Was her coach her entire life. Coached her from.
I think that's extremely important as a young athlete when you've got access to.
Outfield shift on. And this 2-2 is sliced back up the middle right into it. Gives way to Gabby Comia down in the 9 spot. 2-2. Comia pops it up. English comes just outside the line fourth. That'll retire the shot. Stetson offense that comes in absolutely raking. Already surpassed their home run total from last jump. 1-1. Chumley slow rolls it to third. Grover to Walker. For the first.
Coach Cousins really talked about that transfer portal and how it's helped them in bringing in a few big bats to.
Tapped over to Cahalan. Off balance to second. On to first. Was the strikeout victim to blast it bat in the second. This 1-0 is popped up. Playable. It'll be Gabby Comia who comes in front of Shoemaker, and that'll retire the side. Thomas shoves one off into foul ground. English is there, and there's one down.
The opposite of what we just saw in Townsend Thomas.
Coach Walton told us that she doesn't watch a lot of film. Said it feels like for her.
Analyze my swing and my pitches.
2-2, another flare shot, similar spot for English, will run out of room.
Organization like Shoemaker with the bat busters, I mean, they're known for just their maturity in the box. And
only the second, the other one also from California, Amanda Lorenz. Payoff pitch. Shoemaker rips one on the ground into center field. There's that swing in action.
She's just so good. Able to hit to all fields.
1-0. Erickson unleashes right center off the wall. Shoemaker the windmill at third. Erickson's digging for three.
And that's the adjustment that we spoke about earlier, Ryan. That pitch was in her wheelhouse, is a little bit elevated, but.
Grover into foul territory.
job, KG. Good job, KG.
Rover in the air. Center fields. McLaren circling to it. Finds it. Erickson tags and will score. She'll send one on the ground to second. Sinaraki's throw to Edmonston's in time. That'll retire the side.
Times when she laid out horizontal to try to make a play, didn't.
Weak defense the focus. Sinaraki on 0-1. Finds the perfect spot in the infield. No 1-0. Napoli takes. That's ball 2. Napoli, slow roller up at first. It is Sparkman whose throw is on target. And there's 0-1. McLaren, slow roller to second. Camilla's got it. Arianes Garcia, captain of this Stetson infield, has gained a lot of confidence since the end of last year. Garcia will slow roll this one to second. Camilla does it again. So leadoff single is left at third base, fails to blossom. Gators looking for their first. Walker underneath English's glove. Leadoff single for Florida. Go
to work some other people in the lineup to make just as big as impact.
2-1 on the off speed to second, off balance snag, and that's no. Camilla slices it to center, and that'll be the end of the inning. So Florida leadoff single is left stranded on the next. 4-pitch walk to Stetson's best hitter. Oh, that hit Chumley.
Struggling to find the zone a little bit. Throws this rise ball.
2 free passes tonight for Gabby David. 0-2. To third, tags for 1. Across in time for the double play. Stevens a 1-2. Foreman cuts on it for strike 3. Thomas out to second. Throw to first. 0-1, Shoemaker cranks one past Sinaraki.
He's on that hop to her forehand, but doesn't.
And she'll take the first up the right field line for a base hit. All the way into the corner. Shoemaker turns it third, and Florida has their first lead.
It's done today. Jocelyn Erickson's second base hit of the day just drives this.
The third, now 1 in the 5th. 0-1. Grover pops it up on the infield. It's Foreman for the snag. Does not have a hit in this game. Also, now we'll send a 1-0. One hop back to the circle, and that'll retire the side.
He's out with those household names.
Pinch hitter here, Madison Quinn, sophomore. And she'll lift this into shallow center field. Off the bench and into the hit column for Madison Quinn. Tying run on board for.
Offense today has just been fearless. They've just gone into the box each and every.
The zone will dive more to her in just a second. Madeline Sinaraki's up. She'll lay down a bunt. Back to Miller. Spiraling throw, not in time.
Knowing that Miller is a lefty, that she's going to have to make that turn, which is going to take.
2-2. McLaren down on strikes. We'll have to do it against what has been the most impactful hitter for Stetson in this game. And now those bases are indeed loaded. Edmonston strikes out. Popped up. Foreman backs into it. 2-0. McClellan rips one, playable for English. Up against the Florida dugout. There's 1-1. Lasers center field off the base of the wall. And Julia Desiderio will run in her place. A little extra speed for the Gators. Transfer from South Carolina. Abby Camilla has been a really good 9-hitter for Florida. Camilla flares it up, shallow center field. Back is Sinaraki for the catch. 0-2. Chumley swings away for strike 3. Nearly caught a piece of her, and it did.
This screwball just got a little bit away from her. Dave tries to get out the way, but cage a little bit. Looks like I would not want 70.
Another 0-2. Foreman bounces it through the left side for a base hit. And struck out once today was against Allison.
Solid defensively, but Cousins wants to see her bat be a little bit more productive in the box. This is a way that she can.
English takes strike 3. Rothrock delivers strike 3, and Florida survives.
Put up a great fight. They bit early in the first inning with a hit and a home run.
Ton of credit to Stetson. They showed up with a bunch of fight, led too early off a home run, led the bases multiple times, but